Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Coach Chris coming at you Friday afternoon, October 11th. The market's just closed. It's 12 minutes after 4 p.m. Central Time. I had an all right day. Using this system, I made $100, and then I had a great day on MNQ. It was really active, a lot of up and down, a lot of scalping. Killed it over there. And I just traded this on the side. And you'll see from from the statistics what I've been telling you about on this. So I took 5 total trades, and the way Tradeovate counts trades, where it says number of contracts, for some reason it doubles the number of trades. So in other words, I had 5 trades of 1 contract each, and it counts as 10 contracts, when in reality I only had 5 contracts total traded. Profitable trades, I had 4 of $130 and 1 losing trade of $22.50. And here again, I did not have a losing trade. What happens is if you dollar cost average into a trade, and then you close contracts at different prices, it will, for some reason, calculate, I guess, the highest basis one that you close first. So this was a contract I closed first. It wasn't the money. I mean, it was profitable, but it still showed as a loss. But once everything is said and done, it works itself out to be profitable. So either way, it was $107.50 gross profit. But look at this. So if you look at the time I was in the market, 1 hour, 45 minutes on average. The longest trade I was in for 2 hours and 17 minutes. With this system, you put the trade on, you put your take profit and your stop loss, and you pretty much let it run. And that's obviously what I did. And it took a long time for it to come back around. I'm going to show you my entries here in a minute. But I thought that was kind of interesting. This is one thing I do like about Tradeovate, is that it gives a lot more statistics. So at the end of the day, when you're doing your journaling and your recap of your trading for the day, it gives you a lot more information and things you may not otherwise think of. So this is a screenshot of the entries. The red entries is where I entered the trades, and the blue is where I closed the trades. So you'll see here at about 9:15, we had this big up candle that broke through the first green channel. So I took my first short there. It continued to go up, so I purchased another one. It continued to go up, so I purchased another one. And then this is a 5-minute chart. There was a down candle, and then it came way up to this yellow line. And so I took another candle there. I mean, another contract there. So all in, I was up to 4 contracts at that point. The biggest drawdown I think I had was at around $120. But I just, when you see, okay, because we came from way down here to way up here in 4 or 5 candles, just very unusual that you're not going to see some kind of a pullback. And worst case scenario, I think my basis was like right here at this level. So either way, all it had to do was come back a little bit and I'd be at least at break even. Well, I hung on and I hung on. I had one pullback, a lot of consolidation through this area, and then it slowly started to come down. I had an appointment at noon, and so it was starting to come down, and this candle pushed way down, and I figured, well, I'm going to just take profit here. I didn't want the thing to reverse while I was at my meeting, and so I just decided, hey, I'm going to close. I had, like I said, it was $100 profit, something like that. I figured that's good enough. Ultimately, it did come down while I was in my meeting, actually touched the blue line, which is our take profit. And then after it touched, look at this candle, a huge up candle. And then it drifted up about 115-ish back up to the green line touch. So I took another short there. And I don't like to hold these contracts too late in the day because I don't want to run the risk of having the brokerage have to close my account. And you can see they gave me a big push down. It was only maybe a $20 to $30 profit, but I figured, well, now's the time. I'm going to get out just in case they try to run this up late in the day, which ultimately they did, and before selling off. So I just took my profit there and got out of the trade just to be safe. So that was the day. Let me just scroll back a little bit here. This is the chart, 5-minute chart. And we had news again at 7:30, which are these two candles. Algos, of course, brought it up, and then it went right back down. And then right from the open, they ran this thing up like they turned a red line algo on, and boom, it was off to the races. I honestly didn't think we were going to get a trade in because as you can see, as this goes up, you can see how our channels turn in an upward position. And it's not a great time to be trading, but you can see what happens is as price starts to level off and come back down and consolidate, you can see here how things began to level. They were still increasing a little bit, but they were much more horizontal than they had been. And so that's why I felt comfortable getting in, knowing at worst case I could break even if I got back down to the first green line, which usually there's going to be some kind of a pullback. Even if it continued up a little higher, I still had enough room here to work with it, let the trade breathe. It ended up taking about 2 hours, but ultimately I did get out of the trade. And then I took the other one later in the day, and it got a little later than what I had hoped. So not a huge day, but I'll take the $100, slow and steady like a turtle. Remember, right now I'm trading over 5 PAs using this system. So everything that you're seeing is times 5, so with a very, very simple low risk trading method, you can extract some really nice menu. I'd be trading more if they would let me trade more, but I've only got 5 trade of 8, and then I've got 15 PAs on the other on the Ninja platform, so I'm maxed out. So that's as much as I can trade right now with this. I may go to a different company, I don't know yet, but right now Apex has been pretty good for me. So that's the trade recap for today. I will see you next week. Now, Monday's, I think, a holiday for the equity market, but I think futures are open. I'm going to take a look. A lot of times when the equities market is open, there's not a lot of price movement in the futures market because the underlying isn't trading. But we'll see. We'll see if there's any volume at all. If not, I probably won't trade. So everybody have a good holiday weekend, and we will see you next week.